G'day everybody, welcome back to the Fairview Simulation channel. It's Aussie Paul here. We are starting our morning down by the beautiful lake behind the farm here in Ravensport. The sun is rising in the east. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic day. So why don't we head back up to the farm and let's see what the day brings. So we'll probably head down to the chicken sheds first. We'll collect our eggs. We should have a few boxes there by now, I suspect. After we've done that, we'll check our sheds, make sure they're okay, all the requirements are okay. Then we'll go around, we'll check our crops, see if they need any sort of attention. I imagine we probably have some weed issues this morning, so we'll probably need to address those. Before we go off, we better feed the dog this first. And we need to mow around his kennel here at some point. The grass is getting a bit long there. So we'll jump in the ute now and we'll head down. Yes, we have several boxes there at each shed. 3 to be precise. So what we'll do, we'll put those on the back of the ute. We're not being very careful. I hope we haven't cracked any. Maybe it's a better idea to get some sort of trailer later on. Flat trailer, we can just stack them down, maybe a bit neater. A really handy mod for this sort of thing would be like a box trailer that can go on these pickups, just to cart the odd little bits and pieces around that you may need to. Okay, we have our eggs loaded. Not the best loading in the world. It'll do the job for now. So let's check the status of our pens. So here we are, our first pen, 218 chickens currently at the moment. We are still getting another chicken every hour and 15 minutes. Our productivity is at 100%. Our feed levels, we're down to 3,000 litres of feed, and it's a pretty similar story in the second pen, pretty much exactly the same numbers. While we've been checking that, another box of eggs has appeared. We will put those on now too. May as well take them with us, get a little bit of extra cash, maybe help dwindle off that interest payment which has come out last night and has now left us $3,912 in the red. I'll just grab this second box. We'll restrip those back down as roughly as they are. We will need to get a trailer, some sort of better mechanism for loading them. Okay, before we head off to market, let's have a look at our prices. Central grain elevator, $5,746 per 1,000 litres of eggs is the highest price there. So we will be definitely making our way to the central grain elevator to sell these, get as much money as we can for them. So let's head off and do that. Okay, we're coming up here on the central grain elevator. We'll just pull into the loading dock here and offload our eggs and see what we get. Hopefully it'll be enough to clear the debt left overnight. Just have to hop out here, take these off manually. Whoa, that was a bit of a glitch. Stand up here on the ute and do this, it might be easier. Then again, it might not be. As I said to you last video, in the first video, not the greatest on controls at times. Okay, so, well, it appears we did get enough to clear the debt. Looks like we've got around about $5,000 worth. We'll just jump in here to the sales and we'll see what we got. $5,276 worth. So that's good. That's covered the day's operating costs. So we'll head back to the farm. We're back here at our farm. We just thought I'd drive down, we'll check this wheat crop, and it is riddled with weeds. So it looks as though we need to now go and get our tractor and make sure we got some narrows on it. So we'll fit the narrows at the workshop, put in our boom and spray that field out. Get rid of those weeds so we maximise our crop. We'll just drive and check the others on our way around. Yes, the same there with our barley crop, riddled with weeds. The same in our soybeans. And our canola over here, which is ready to harvest, is also riddled, but it's at the harvest stage now, so there's not a real lot of sense in spraying it. So we will drive back around to the main yard, grab our tractor and sort this weed situation out. Going to need our counterweight for this, I would expect. It's only a little tractor, so we'll take that counterweight just in case. We will pull up here at the workshop, we'll fit this tractor out with some narrow tyres to protect our crops. Okay, we have our narrows, we'll hop back in, reattach the weight, and hook onto our boom spray. As I said in the previous video, we've already filled the boom spray with herbicide, so it's just a matter of hooking it up, heading to the field and start spraying. We might set a worker to this task. And then we'll also get the header out and start harvesting our canola and get a bit more cash for the day. I'll just get this lined up. You know what, on second thoughts, I might just knock through this myself. Alright, so we just finished spraying our fields now. We've solved our weed problem, so we should get the best possible yield we can given the states of the fields now. For harvest, we will put this unit back in the shed, ready for the next use. Hitch up to our trailer now. And head over to our canola field, and looks like we've chosen to go the scenic route. Not to worry, we will still get there. Plenty of hours left in the day to get this done. Nice bit of forest up here, potential for some side income if we choose to. Maybe knock a bit of wood out. Might be a good site up here on this hill for our free range chickens when we get to that stage. Okay, so our tractor's up here. We'll just park it there for now, and we'll walk back down to the shed now, get the header, drive up and commence harvesting the canola. So that's our harvest being done on the canola field. Just put the pipe out. We'll run our trailer underneath, unload the header. So we nearly got 2,500 litres of canola, as expected. Not a great yield, but nonetheless it's free money, as all we had to do, one quick whack of fertiliser and the harvesting, the rest was already done. So we'll take that. We won't run up and sell it just yet. We'll get the tractor fitted back with its original wheels. Alright, we've got our Agrison Combi Plough Gold 3-metre edition hooked up to the tractor. We've put the original wheels back on the tractor that we had, the jewels with the narrow on the front. We'll just set a worker here for the moment to plough this field back to a ploughed state. While that's happening, we'll get the harvester, we'll put that away, and we might put the trailer on the ute and take it to market to sell the canola. Our workers away. We'll just sneak through here. Might look pretty silly, this thing towing this down the fat road, but as often in farming, sometimes you just got to utilise what you got. Yep, definitely going to look a bit funny. So have a look at our market page here. Canola prices, they're all pretty even at the moment. The restaurant just nudges ahead at $2,191 per 1,000 litres. So that's simple. We'll just run up into town and sell this at the restaurant, and we get another, if my maths is correct, we should get another $5,000 for it. We're just pulling up here into the restaurant now, so we'll just pull up over the bridge, we'll unload it and see what we get. Very good. $5,429 for almost 2,500 litres of canola. So just arrived back from the restaurant delivering our canola. I've just parked the trailer here close to field 19, ready for harvest as soon as that field ripens. The worker's still up there ploughing field 26, preparing that for the next crop. We at the moment at a bit of a standstill. We're waiting for our crops to ripen so we can harvest them. So we might pick you back up once that stage has been reached. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. Our crops have ripened. They are ready for harvest. So we will hop in our header, head down, we'll start in field 19 and get our crops harvested. See how much wheat we can get out of the field. We can get enough to cover our feeding requirements. Perfect. Righto. Harvest is underway. I'll jump in the tractor. Hook up to our trailer here. And make sure we keep our grain cleared so the header keeps moving. Okay, we've just unloaded the header. We need to head down now and feed our chickens to get rid of some of this grain, as it's all not going to fit in this one trailer. I'm just going to pull up here to the first shed, reverse it up and top this shed off with food. Just missed the spot, but there we go. Well, there you go. I didn't expect that. That entire bin went into that one shed. I thought it might have took about 6,000 litres, but that wasn't the case. So yeah, 9,800 litres and we still haven't filled it. Our chickens are growing at a rapid rate. It's 225 in the shed now. Both sheds exactly the same. So it looks like once we've done this wheat, we will have to use some barley to bring those feed levels all the way up to the top. That's okay. The important thing is we don't run out of chicken feed. hopefully this last strip will go the entire width and we won't have to come back and do another run. There we go. Perfect. So we'll follow him all the way to the end. That's our wheat field done, and pretty confident we got what we said we would. We got to that 12,000 litre mark. I can't remember exactly how much was in the first load. It was close to 8,000 litres, somewhere there, might have been 7.5. So I think that's pretty good, and it's going to take every bit of it to top up our chicken requirements. I'll just set this harvester here to start doing this barley while I get our tractor, and we'll head down and unload the rest of our feed. Right, we're back here at our tractor. We might tip this lot into this one. 37, so maybe not quite 12,000 litres we got off it. So it's going to take our entire barley crop as well. And we still may not fill these chicken feed silos up after that's done, which may mean that it will take more ground to keep the feed requirements up. So our barley field is nearly complete. It's just running off the last strip now. Let's see what we've got. We haven't even got a full tank on the harvester yet. So we'll unload it. I think we're going to be definitely short of where we wanted to be as far as filling the tanks. It's actually going to take all the barley and all the wheat we've harvested, and we're still not going to get to a full silos for those chickens. Before we run that barley down and top up our silos, we'll top up our second shed as it receives the least amount of wheat. And we'll have to start working on our next round of wheat crop to keep our chickens in supply, keep their feed supplies up. And a bit of difficulty lining up the hopper. There we have it. Okay, our trailer's empty. Let's see where we're up to. So our first shed, 9,761 litres of feed. That should keep us going long enough to get another crop to top that up. And our second shed, oh, we ended up with nearly 11,000 litres of feed in that one. So we're close to full. We're not quite full, but we're close to full. So obviously with those chickens expanding, with those chickens reproducing, it's going to take a lot of feed. We're looking at probably close to, by the time we get to 400 chickens or a full shed, that capacity is going to be at 20,000, 25,000 litres maybe, which is going to be a lot of grain. Okay, so I finished harvesting the soybeans now, just unloading into the trailer. We'll put the harvester away. Before we do that, we will pull up here at the workshop and service it, so it's ready for the next use in top condition. We'll just service our machine now. Oh, we'll have to move our comb out of the way here in order to be able to do the harvester. Reverse our harvester back into the bay. Nothing is close enough. So that's our maintenance done. Wasn't really that expensive. Just $84 to do the harvester, $24 to do the comb. Just a heap of grease probably. Right, we'll head back up. We'll grab our tractor. So we finished up with 2,663 litres of soybeans. If we go back to our market page, we can see that the restaurant and the central grain elevator is roughly around the same price. There's a difference of $6. So we'll just take that to the restaurant. Alright, we're here at the restaurant, so we're going to unload now. And we received $7,500 for those soybeans. 7,555 to be exact. So we'll head back to the farm now. Well, as you can see, the sun's setting at the end of the second day here at Fairview Chickens. I put the tractor and trailer away after coming back from the restaurant. So that'll conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment and share. You can support my page in the link below. Just remember that 25% of your support will go to the Australian Bio Bale program, which helps Australian farmers in the drought. Until next time, I'll see you later.